When you share a document with your students, the two main things that you think about are, do you want to share the document with edit access, or do you want to share the document with view only access? And for most of us, what we're going to want to do is share with view only access, because you don't want all of the students editing the document that you have on your drive. What you may not realize, though, is that when you share a document with view-only access, the students can still download the file and they can still print the file if they wish to. So if you're sharing a document with them that you don't want them to be able to print and you don't want them to be able to download to their drive to save for later, there is a way to turn that off. You just have to go in and actually tell it to disallow this action. So I am going to have a sub tomorrow, and I want to leave the keys to the study guides that the kids have been working on for the past month. So I want to leave the keys for them on Google Classroom so that when they get their papers back tomorrow, they can go through and check and make sure they actually had the correct answers written down. So I only want them to have access. I don't want them to be able to save these documents because I want to be able to use these worksheets again next year. And I don't want them to be able to get to those documents again on like Monday when they are taking the test. Because of course, they're going to take the test on the computer. And yes, I'm going to watch them and make sure that they're all on the right page. But sometimes they're sneaky. So in order to prevent them from downloading this file, I'm going to go to my sharing settings. And because it's a PDF, the sharing settings are going to be here under more actions. If this were a regular like Google Doc, it'd be the same thing as clicking on the blue share button up in the corner here. So once I get this little sharing window opened, I'm going to go to Advanced. And down here, I'm going to click Prevent Editors from changing access and adding new people, so they cannot share this file with other people in other classes. Not that they'd want to for this particular file, but still. And I'm also going to click here to disable the options to download, print, and copy comment for commenters and viewers. So now they cannot download this file, they can't save it on their computer, they can't save it on their drive, and they can't do that at all. So I'm going to save there and then hit done, and now nobody can download the file. I'm also going to go in, and I'll show you on this one because this one actually has been shared. Over time, you can, or if you want to turn off access to your documents over time, you can set a timer. So of course you could always go back in and unshare it with them, or click on the little X here to delete this group when you don't want them to have access to it anymore. But if you're like me and you've got 700 million things that you're trying to remember and you are just not going to remember to do that, you can set a timer. So I know that they're going to be taking my test on Monday, so I can do a custom date here and say that I want their access to this file to end Monday the 24th. And since it's saying 11:59 p.m., I think I'm actually going to go with the 23rd. So now I can set this expiration, hit Save Changes, and they will automatically lose access to that file at 11:59 on Sunday night. So it gives me a little bit more control, and I like that.